So, summoning Hootie, you all rush in. King, you jump into the water.
As I run, he's been sucked under! We need to go after him! Mist Vagary, activate! Aquatic Waltz, Aqua Glide! And I'll take the multiple steps and sort of stomp my feet and swirl and spin, and in a spiraling leap, dive into the water and Aqua Glide towards him if I find him.
Roll perception check at disadvantage, but he gets advantage, so a normal perception check, which is a d20 plus 4 for Hootie, because the waters are murky.
Oh, that's a 10.
10. Hootie flies around, and you look through his eyes, you can't see anything that's in there. King looking, and Duran, you're jumping in as well, right?
Duran is just gonna, he's no time for anything. He puts Firethorn on his back, and he's gonna dive straight into the water to try to find Ko-ben.
Okay. Diving into the water, the two of you touch it. Immediately as you jump into the water, the first thing you feel is just the putrid energy of this black poison go into you. The water is not clean. It is impure. I need you both, but because you have taken your antitoxin at advantage, roll me Constitution saving throws.
King rolled a 22.
That's a success.
Duran rolls a 22 as well.
That is
exact
also
same roll.
The same exact roll and modifier. You guys belong, motherfucker, together.
You jump in there, and then you see on top of your heads the mark of the steel eye begin to glow as you both jump in, making your saves and protected. In there, you open up your eyes. The water is murky. Roll me perception check to see if you can see. It's at disadvantage, unless you get advantage for some reason.
Would my vagary give me advantage in the water, since I'm an aquatic-based?
I would say you can roll a normal because of your aquatic-based vagary, yes. I'll allow it.
Thank you. I need it. A 17.
All right. So you see underneath the water as with his mouth wrapped around Ko-ben, who's not moving at this moment, a duck-like large creature with scales and fins and hooks for hands swimming into the water. It throws Ko-ben down as his body starts to limply crash against the shore. And what did you roll, Duran?
Duran rolled an 11, but if possible, I'd like to use my lucky to re-roll that.
I'll go right ahead.
That's my understanding of the rules go. That roll had disadvantage, but my lucky one doesn't.
Does not, exactly.
Aha! Duran rolls a 13.
13. You can kind of make this out, but you can't quite see it. But King, you see this creature as it kind of, you hear it under the water as it goes, and Ko-ben, you see Ko-ben's body just get thrust and it's moving towards the shore as the current carries him. His body hits a rock and he kind of just stays there, almost, but he's still underwater though, so possibly drowning.
So he's not being currently captured by the creature?
Correct.
He was just pulled under and sort of like thrown.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to brain chat to Duran that I see him. I'm going to save him, get out of the water, and...
Alright, and at that point, I need you all to roll initiative.
I was going to ask, is it obvious? Can everyone see Ko-ben kind of thrown up against a rock?
No, he's underneath the water. Everyone who's underwater, well, Duran failed his check. King is the only one who can see where Ko-ben is right now.
Man, I kind of want to use a lucky point to get higher on the initiative. I'm going to use a lucky point, and I'm in the exact same spot.
The dice gods heard your prayer and said no.
Meant to be.
All right. So, we have Duran going first with his natural 20 for a total of 30 initiative, followed by the Washtarilith with a 22. Oh, but it's tied with Cal, who also has a 22. What is your dex modifier?
And Horatio, who has a 20.
Oh, and Horatio with a 22. What are your dex modifiers?
+3.
All right. The Washtarilith is going before you guys.
Oh, he got a +4.
Horatio, you can go before me.
All right.
Now, you guys can always choose who goes first since you go on at the same time. It's up to you.
And we have literally the same decks.
Yeah. So it's your choice, whoever reacts faster. All right. So Duran, blinded inside the water, you're not sure where anything is. You start the round.
Duran, hearing King say that he's going to, telling Duran to get out of the water, Duran is going to swim out of the water. 20 feet of his movement right there. He's going to use his bonus action his rogue feature to get movement, and he's going to use that movement to activate his vagary.
Cunning action.
Yes, cunning action.
All right, so you go ahead and swim out using in the difficult terrain. Since you've passed their check prior, you don't have to make another one at this point. But the poison, it seems, you can feel it. The antitoxin using its effect to keep it at bay. You finally make it on shore, completing your vagary dance using 25 feet of your movement. As the winds begin to swirl around it, and your feet begin to hover, your vagary activates.
Cloud vagary, sky step.
Okay. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else he can do. He ends his turn.
All right. So ending your turn, hovering off the ground slightly, you activate your vagary, waiting for the foe to appear. Up next is the foe. So he will breach out of the water. As he pops up, you see he's a very large creature, about almost 20 feet tall, extremely wide, as those long hook claws protrude out, and its fins are above the water. You see coming off of its skin is this black ichor. It looks on over at Duran, who is just actually, King, you are in the water, so it is going to go after you first.
Where's what's his name?
Oh, he is actually near. I'm gonna put him where he is. You see him on this little rock area underneath the water. He's near Duran, but you can't see him at all, Duran. And he will move up to here. He's crest over the water. He dives back into it, looking at King, and King, you can see him looking at you. He reels back his head, and out of his mouth comes a shot of water that forms into a weird rope-like substance as it goes and wraps around your leg from that far distance. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Not the greatest save, guys. An 11.
An 11. It wraps around your legs, holding tight as it begins to pull you directly in front of him. So you're now face to face with this large creature, and he's going to go ahead and take 3 attacks against you.
No.
It's all right.
You need to start doing some push-ups, King.
Right.
And DM, this demon is completely below water while this is all happening, correct?
Yes, in this murky water. Let me just...
Man, maybe I should have used something to dodge that.
Oh.
I had so many things to do, but I didn't do nothing.
Okay, so you take from the spout 18 points of damage as the spout drags you across the rocks and the floor, pulling you into his face. He's then going to make 2 more attacks against you. Oh, sorry, the spout and 3 attacks. So the first with its bite, but you're not grappled, just you're it would just brought you to it. 26.
That hits.
Okay, doing 30 points of damage. So he goes ahead and sinks his teeth into you. Duran, you immediately feel your the steel-eye bond on your head singe. You don't take any damage, but you can sense the pain that's being inflicted upon King. It's going to go ahead and make its next 2 attacks. That's a 28.
Can't block that.
19 points of damage. And 1 last claw strike. So with his left hooked claw, it strikes into your shoulder, King, as you feel the pain. It goes ahead and strikes with the next claw. 28 again.
Can't block that.
Doing an additional 18 points of damage. So King, unseen by anyone else in this murky waters, you are dragged forward by this Aquan demon. It then goes ahead and takes a bite into you and then claws at you left and right as you are pummeled underneath the water. It then ends its turn with it staring at you. Up next is Cal.
Okay, the first thing I'd like to do is take both of my revolvers and put them in almost a praying position and focus my energy, and I'm going to cast locate object on the specific clothes that Coulson was wearing.
Ko-ben?
Ko-ben, yes, sorry.
Okay. All right. So you go ahead and cast Locate Object, and you see, only you see this, a light shining exactly where his figurine is, not too far from the shore, tied to a rock as you just kind of floating there unconscious.
Okay. And with that, I'm going to move in an arcing motion, activating my lightning vagary, my storm vagary with the Bolero of Lightning. And as I move my 30 feet of movement, I'm going to then flash forward into the river where Ko-ben is, and then attempt to move him back to shore.
Okay, so you zip directly into the water. A large thunderous crash is heard, dumping into the water. I need you to make me Constitution saving throw at advantage. 14.
It was meant to be. It was double 10s. That is a 14.
14, not enough. You are poisoned, and you
Okay.
take 4d6 poison damage,
D6.
which is 15 points of poison damage, absorbed by Monaco's.
Wait a second.
Do you get something special? Saving throws, extras, paladin stuff?
I thought it is part of my paladin divine health. It's just immune to disease. Okay. Nope. We're good. We're good.
All
I was
right.
just making sure.
And it will put upon you the poison effect.
Yep.
All right. So as you jump into the water and grab, and you're close enough to easily grab the unconscious, poisoned, I mean, you could tell that he's been poisoned, dwarven man. You feel the poison come upon you, but you fight through it, grabbing him. And what else would you like to do?
I would like to get him to the shore and out of the water, if
Okay.
possible.
So to do that, you would have to use your action to give you more movement.
Yes, that's totally. As long as I can kind of use that that action movement to kind of use it to be pulling him.
Oh, yeah.
Is that possible? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead and as a free action, you could just grab him and pulling him. And you, I mean, he's kind of heavy, but it'll be half your movement to carry him. So it's halved and halved. So you have 30 to 15. 15 to what is that?
Like 8-ish.
Yeah, I'll give you. We'll say 10. It's more than enough to get to the shore anyway. So you're able to
Okay.
pull him and just get to the shore edge, throwing him on there, throwing him up. So you see that he's breathing very lightly, unconscious and knocked out.
So Horatio is going to run next to Monaco as Cal zips away. Grabbing a feather, he was preparing the fly spell, and Cal went past him. He's like, "Oh!" And when he gets to Monaco, he touches her shoulder. He's like, "Let's get off the ground, right?" And he casts his fly on both of them. So he will cast it at the 4th level, and that way he can target an additional person. And he and Monaco gain 60 flight speed.
Okay.
And as that happens, I'm going to say, "King, if you can, bring the devil out the water. Let's give him a disadvantage."
So you go ahead, spouting the words and the somatic components in order to cast a fly on yourself and Monaco. Monaco, you feel that you're light as a feather, and as you begin to move around a little bit, you find yourself able to step on, almost like a cloud dancer, your ability to fly at this moment. Anything else you wish to do, Horatio?
Now, this is a DM question. Since I cast fly, I used my 30 feet of movement to get to Monaco. But since I cast fly, do I now have 60?
Yes. Your movement speed is now the flight speed, no longer your...
Okay, so then would I have used up 30 of it, or do I have a full 60 again?
You would have already used up some already.
So I have 30 left. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. So then I would move 30 feet up directly into the air.
Okay. So you then afterwards fly up 30 feet in the air. It's still murky down there. You can't see. You do see I will say you all can at least see the bubbling and saw where he crest up and went down, and as well as some type of movement there. But exactly what's down there, you're not sure. All right. Up next is the flying Monaco, the ability to fly Monaco. What do you wish to do?
I feel as light as Duran must. And well, she flies up into the air and then kind of over the river and surveys, trying to give an eye of where the beast is. Seeing where that she can't see where it was, she just charges up an Eldritch Blast for when it pops up. she kind of trails with her finger a small circle of black smoke, and with her wand another circle, and she gets ready to unleash a blasting fury upon the thing the moment it crests the water.
All right, so you hold that ability, waiting. How far are you in the air?
She goes 30 feet in the air and then like some feet down. Let me check this out.
All right, going up 30 feet in the air, you stay there waiting for the beast to show itself once again, holding your action with the Eldritch Blast.
And that's it.
Okay. Up next is King. You're not grappled or anything, but you have been taken a chunk out of as this large beast looms over you right next to it. What do you wish to do? And remember, you have the double movement speed and everything now that you're underwater with your aquatic aqua glide.
Correct. Also, I guess I should be getting a little bit of HP back for doing that as well. I didn't apply that.
Oh, yes, right, yes. You activated it and then dived in there.
I should be getting 4 points back this turn.
Okay, so before we continue, King, as your aquatic waltz shines out, the steel-like mark actually appears on your head as well, and Duran as well. So all those around Duran, you notice him glowing. Duran, you see yourself glowing as well. As it does, Duran, around you, the earth itself begins to ripple, and from you, the energy of the energy of the king's royal dominion shines out. So not only does it come out of King, but it seems to come out of Duran as well. His steel-eye mark glowing, and everyone around Duran, including him, gets royal dominion as well. So you can also apply that to Cal and Duran.
And Ko-ben as well, because Ko-ben is an ally.
Yeah, Ko-ben gets it as well. As you look down, you hear him cough. What happened? But continue with your turn, King.
I'm going to, instead of calling from the energy from Myliki this time, I'll call from Nyx. And I'll say, open the door, and a black portal will appear behind me, and I'll just sort of like drift into it and cast Dimension Door and appear up where I was sort of before, and go like up here onto the rock cliff face. And after I appear, I'll shout out that careful of its hooks, it's more dangerous in the water. And without skipping a beat, I'll make a few hand gestures and call forth a ethereal version of Chastaful into existence, and sort of spiral it and pierce it into the water, casting spiritual weapon at 4th level.
Okay.
22.
22 hits. You know exactly where the creature is. Placing it down there, you attack with it, seeing it with your aquatic dance.
Doing 15 points of force damage.
As the force damage hits it, you all hear a cry of pain coming from inside the water, of a gargled, muffled cry, but you hear it nonetheless as King's holy weapon makes contact. You feel a little burn on your scar, but nothing painful at all, just a little itch almost.
I will maintain my aquatic dance, my aquatic waltz now, and have the soothing mist ripple out from myself.
All right.
And my turn.
All right, top of the round, Duran, still glowing and having this energy come across from you. You all can witness this weird, elvish, cursive symbol glowing on Duran's head, but all you can hear is just the cries of the demon within the waters. What do you do?
King, what is this?
I don't know.
Figure out later. This demon has to be put down. Duran is going to he's going to spend 15 feet of movement, keeping his cloud vagary active, and then he's going to move 10 feet up. How much does it cost for the vagary? It's 15.
25.
So 10 feet up. It costs 25 to activate the vagary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then he moves 10 feet up, and then he's going to use his cunning action to move 35 more feet to position himself over the water, ready for the creature, and he's going to ready an attack with his blade as he pulls out Firethorn.
Okay. So you go ahead, continuing the dance, jolting across as you float 30 feet into the air above the water, waiting for it to crest up so you can strike. Up next is the water demon, who immediately pops up out of the water, reeling its head. So all those who were holding your actions, you can clearly see it, and go ahead and make your attacks.
Pew pew pew.
Take this, Cloud Vagary, Strike of the Wind God. Duran is gonna Strike of the Wind God him.
Monaka, you can go ahead and fire away at your Eldritch Blast, which is a hit. Second's a hit. There's a hit. Was that 4?
No, that is misclicked.
Oh, okay.
The first one hits for 6 damage, and the second for 10. Oh, 15. Wow, what a difference. And the third for an astounding 13 damage.
Yeesh. Massive amount of damage as you all see Monako unfurl a volley of black energy as it blasts and hits with the force damage as the creature screams like, ah! Its hooked claws flailing up as Duran hits with a fucking natural 20.
Strike of the Wind God indeed.
Yeah, but I didn't power up the blade first, so.
No, didn't you turn it on? You had it turned on.
No, I turned it off when he put it on his back to dive into the water.
Yes.
And then he took it, yeah.
Got it.
He rolls 11 damage.
Doesn't
And
the magic
also-
flame stay on though? Or would it stay on or no? Would it go out?
If he takes his hand off of it and like
It-
sheathes it, it deactivates.
Yeah, he has to
Oh,
always
okay.
be holding it, and so he needed his hands.
Okay.
But I expend 1 combat superiority die to make a DC 17 will save or become frightened.
Okay.
It also adds 1d8 damage to the roll.
Excuse me. 2 more damage. As much damage he did to King, you literally return back to him. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Not his forte. 16.
Ooh, he fails.
All right.
He is frightened. Well, he has disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while I'm in line of sight, and he can't willingly move closer to where I am.
Understood. So the creature reels after seeing your martial prowess from your weapon. It looks scared at it. Looking around, it looks for other creatures to attack as it starts to back away from you. Anything else you wish to do? Oh, actually, no, it's still his turn. Sorry. Okay, So with that, he will back away and move up to go towards the shore to attack another target. Actually, he'll stay right there, and he's going to first use his grasping spout to grab Calamity Morgul. Go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw, Cal.
Oh boy. That's a 23 with my aura.
So you pass as it tries to grapple you with its water spout that spews out. You're able to pull away and are unable to be pulled in there. So instead, it'll just back away and use his bonus action to dive under the water once again to do anything. And he ends his turn.
No one is currently in the water, right? Like Duran is
No.
above it,
Correct.
and Kyle is on the
The shoreline.
shoreline. So, if it's all right with you, Zeki, Horatio would go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here, he saw where he dove down into the water, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in that general vicinity, Horatio would shoot blindly a lightning bolt into the water.
All right.
I don't know if I can target him or not. Do I have to like
Is
roll
it- Well, it will see if it says like a target. You can see it will say it on there. If not,
Well, it shoots in a straight line.
okay. I would say roll me a odds or evens. He's within that vicinity, so you actually might hit him.
It's evens.
All right. So you go ahead and move your hands around, creating the lightning around it, shooting forth a long arc of lightning down into where you thought you believe you saw him. The lightning strikes true, going into the water, electrifying the entire water in the process. Cal, it actually hits Cal because you're touching the water, but Cal, as it strikes you, take no damage.
Okay.
From this water. It's almost as if it coalesces around your body, absorbs into you, and no damage comes upon you. But you hear a screech of pain as it hits, so it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Wow, he has advantage on that, and he still rolls terrible.
Nice. So he's gonna take 8d6 lightning damage. He takes 24 points of damage.
Okay, roll me 3d6.
Oh.
So he takes
11.
an additional 5 points since his magic damage is halved of lightning damage from the water as it empowers your lightning bolt onto it. You hear the scream of pain from this creature.
And right where he's at, he's going to go another 30 feet up. So now he should be 60 feet off the ground.
All right.
And that is the end of my turn.
Got it. Cal, you're up.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do on the banks of this river is cast Lesser Restoration, removing the poison from my body in a holy white energy.
All right. You cast your Lesser Restoration, and indeed, the poison is removed from you as the holy energy of Kalimvor balances the scales in your favor, removing the poison. So I'll go ahead and remove it for you.
Seeing where the demon submerged itself again, I'm going to move a little bit further back onto the shoreline and sling out the Demon's Bane and use its railgun ability to cast Lightning Bolt where the demon was.
Okay.
Like right where I saw Horatio throw his lightning, I'm going to try to do the exact same thing and hit this demon with lightning as well.
Okay.
Aren't they the same time? Couldn't they?
Actually,
Like,
yeah, that's cooler. So I would say that. I'll say that you're able to, as you see the lightning bolt shoot from Horatio and strike the creature, you also, in that same motion, turn around, whipping out Demon's Bane, pull back the railgun and fire as well. It arcs, connecting to the lightning bolt of Horatio's and shooting down, increasing the effects. So go ahead and roll your attack onto him and see if he succeeds or fails. And he failed again. Okay. Go ahead and roll that damage. And then add 3d6 onto it. So 11 points of damage. Oh, plus 5. So 16 points of damage onto the creature as you hear it railing. It gets electrified. The entire water just bubbling, boiling from the electricity, the intense heat from both of your lightning blasts.
And that'll be my turn. I'll sling the rifle back, grabbing onto my revolvers, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. The Demon's Bane begins to cool off as you whip out your revolvers once again. Manako, you're up.
As she sees these crackling bolts of lightning hit the same spot in the river, she drags a small symbol in the air, and with her wand, and then holds it up as a bit of shadow comes out, and just trailing the word, it's trailing some words in Infernal, and she will cast Synaptic Static in the exact area that they were throwing those lightning bolts.
Okay. Now, do you need to see the creature in order to do that?
No, she just needs to see. She just needs to pick a point within range.
Okay.
And psychic energy explodes from a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point.
Oh.
So psychic energy will explode from that, and I imagine like causing some water disturbances and stuff.
Okay.
Or some very psychically traumatized fish.
All the fish are dead.
Yeah, if there were any.
Does that have to make a save? Intelligence save? Or...
It does. I'll cast it.
Okay. Go ahead and
All the
cast.
fish are dead. Push me to the edge.
All
Oh,
right.
it saves.
It's saved with a 19.
So half of this,
All right.
So-
half of 24, which is 12.
So it takes 12 points of damage. More pain is heard from it as it screams underneath the water. The waters are bubbling. So you just know the general vicinity where it is. You just can't see it to target it. But nonetheless, you have other moves that you're able to use. Anything else you wish to do this turn?
Minako hovers menacingly back and forth with the shadows coming out of her hands and wand. But that's it.
All right. Up next is King.
I will slowly get a little bit closer to the cliff to see what is, to see if there's anything going on, but I will maintain my aquatic waltz, which will heal me for 4 in the process. And it will also put the regenerative effect onto Minako in case she gets damaged on her next turn.
As well as Duran. As it glows, Duran's steel eye symbol on his head glows. And the same effect happens around him as well.
Actually, also, I realized last turn that I was cheating. I can't cast two high level spells. Dimension Door is the 5th and the 4th, so we'll say that as a bonus action,
Oh.
I'll cast Spiritual Weapon this turn at a 4th level and have attacked it or try to attack it.
Okay.
And then with my action, it has to be a cantrip or lower. So I will.
You could have gotten away with that. I completely forgot.
I didn't know. I don't want to cheat. I will. I guess I don't know. I'll try and Sacred Flame it, but if I can't see it, does it auto? Oh no, I have to see it to Sacred Flame it. Do I have to see it for this one too? Yeah. All of my cantrips, I have to see it to be able to cast it. So I will use my reaction to ready a spell for when I can see it.
Okay, so as you go ahead and ready your spell, the bond between you and Duran still glows, and you get a feeling like you're looking for the creature, and then you're summoning the power of your spell, but then you can see like an extension of the spell, almost as if there's a line coming out of you going into Duran, a thin, shimmering ethereal line from it, and you understand that from that you gain this ability called Bond of the Steeless, and I will share that for you. So basically, the Bond of the Steeless allows you to cast your spells through Duran, or the one you have the bond with, as long as they are within 60 feet of you.
Really? Is he within 15 feet of the monster?
No, the monster's weight. He's 30 feet in the air alone. Also, any non-damaging spell effects casted upon you is also casted upon your Steeless, which is sort of why it seems like your vagary is able to go through Duran as well.
Say that again?
All non-damaging spell effects casted on you is also casted upon your Steeless. So if you did like see invisibility, it will be casted upon your Steeless.
Okay, interesting, super cool.
And if the effect requires you to make, if an effect, spell effect, requires you to make a saving throw, so not like the poison that you pulled in through, but a spell effect makes a spell throw, the Steeless can use their reaction to bolster you, allowing you to re-roll that die. And that is the bond that you two share.
That is incredible.
That's awesome.
It's like I'm his familiar.
Almost.
It's like you're his staff of Alsalar.
Aww.
No, he's more than that.
But
I'm more than just a staff.
Yeah.
Whoa, listen.
But don't forget. But as always, using spells will diminish his life. But
Yeah.
tit for tat.
The creature won't come any closer to him, right? As long as it's frightened.
Well, it has to roll every time at the end of his turn or beginning of his turn.
He's frightened until the end of my next turn.
Oh, end of your next turn. Got it.
So I think I would know that because I've seen this effect before,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So then,
Done this plenty of times.
this thing I want to cast is more than a level, is a cantrip, so I can't do it anyway. Okay, I end my turn. I have nothing I can do. End my turn.
So at the end of your turn, Ko-ben starts to snap back to it, being regenerated. And he goes, "I'm sorry. It bit into me. It hurts. Please, you all, don't mind me. Take it out. I'll be fine. I just need to rejuvenate my power." And he begins holding his hand to his chest, and he's going to use his turn just concentrating. "I just need some time. Hold it off." All right, start around is Duran.
Duran is going to use his movement to keep his vagary back up, and then he's going to use his action, take a dash action to get him back to the shore.
Do you mean bonus action?
No, he's going to save his bonus action to ignite Firethorn. That's all I can do this turn.
All right, so you go
Vagaries are
ahead and
expensive.
keep using your vagary. You use that and dash across, flying into the air. You stay up onto the shore. And at the end of your turn, the fear disappears, and you see cresting from that same position is the beast. Let me make him visible again. Okay, so first thing he does every turn, grasping spout. And Cal, you're closest. So he will roll another strength saving throw.
That is a 19.
19. He will now understand that you are too strong for him. But nevertheless, unable to grasp you as you're able to break apart the poisonous water spout that grasps you, he will then go ahead and lunge at you, Cal. So getting right there is all he needs to do. He will make his 3 attacks, starting with his bite as he goes and chomps onto your side. That's an 18.
I'm actually going to intervene and say, no, you're not. And I'm going to, by her grace, call forth vines to sort of offset his attack and use my reaction and 2 sorcery points to reduce his attack by 3 points.
There's a 15 hit.
It does not.
Okay, so the first using that, his attack misses. He looks at you, King, angrily, and then whips around with his 2 claws and attacks Cal twice more. 26.
Yeah, that hits. 26 definitely hits.
Doing 16 points of damage. And then the third attack is a 12, which misses.
Excellent.
Okay. So with that, he will stay there, hovering over Cal as he attempts to try to go ahead and continue to attack him. He will end his turn in vision of all of you. Up next is Cal or Horatio.
Horatio, would you like to take the lead with this thing out of the water?
I mean, I'm flying in the air, so I can't really hold it because then I'm plummeting 60 feet.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go then. I take out my I still have my revolvers out, and I throw up my left arm, reaching out with gusto, and fire away with my revolver as it lights up with holy radiant light.
All right, and because of your close quarter combat, you are not disadvantaged.
Correct.
15 misses. As you shoot, it dodges, moving its head to the side quickly as the bullet goes off into the distance.
And I fire off another round in quick succession.
26 hits. Roll damage.
And as it hits, I unleash a 3rd level divine smite in addition to the regular damage that I'm doing. Is this by chance a fiend?
Yes, it is a fiend. 22 points of damage, and it does not resist against that. Ouch. So you go ahead and... Oh,
yeah.
No.
I was going to use one more with my bonus action.
All right.
And fire off another round.
12 misses. So you go ahead and fire at it. It dodges the first shot, but you're able to lightning fast move your other arm, taking the pistol and firing it at it again, blasting it square into the chest with the holy radiance of Kellenbor. The next shot unfortunately misses as it buckles down, dodging luckily the blast, and it stays there crying and screaming into your face. The putrid smell is almost overwhelming. What else would you like to do?
That's my turn. I'm going to stand in front of Ko-ben to make sure he has someone kind of protecting him while he regains his mantra, his energy.
All right. Up next, Horatio.
So Horatio is he's still 60 feet away, and he's going to kind of coast to the devil's right side. So he's going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he is going to throw he's still in the water, so he's going to throw another lightning bolt at him.
All right.
He failed.
You failed. I cannot roll high with the saving throw.
And that is 13 points of damage.
He's still touching the water. Add 3 more d6 to that. And he fails, so that's... But he takes half damage.
Half, 4.
So only 4 more damage to
17
that.
Total.
All right. So once again, firing a lightning down, you strike it. The water becomes electrified as the water demon reels in pain.
And then I would move 5, 10 more feet in this direction, and then 10 feet up. So I'm 70 feet off the ground.
All right. You go up 70 feet off the ground and stay there as you stare down at this beast. Up next is Monako.
The beast is it's kind of near the edge of the river, right? It's visible.
Yeah, it's fully
It's
visible.
kind of in the worst of both worlds. It's on land and water.
Yeah.
Okay. Monako shoots straight down, landing with a heavy thud on the ground, and she begins to dance with her direct, delicate movements, shouting out as she does, "Stone Dance Vagary, Diamond's Ballet, Diamond's Crush!" And she will activate her Vagary and stone dance her way into creating some crystal spikes to trap the large creature, or the huge creature, I suppose.
All right. So you go ahead, and as you do your dance and step, as you spin around in place, large rock-like formations pile out as the pillars wrap around with their spiky structures, trapping the beast, causing it to become restrained by your stone dance vagary. So I'm going to give it the restrained effect.
Even though it's a water demon, is it made of water?
No, it's fleshy.
It's fleshy.
You clearly understood that when you got bit by it.
Yeah. I'm more or less trying to determine if it would be. Well, no, sorry. Go ahead, Minako. It's your turn.
Oh, I was just gonna say, as she does these dances, as the crystals kind of come out of the ground, she unleashes a flurry of Eldritch Blasts, sending out the crackling bolts of black energy at high points in the dance.
All right, so you get advantage on all of these. 21 hits.
12 damage.
12 points of damage, nice.
19 hits for another 12 points of damage.
Oof.
And a 26 hits for 15 points of damage.
Ouch. Volley after volley shoots out, blasting this creature as it's stuck in place, unable to move and dodge. You strike it directly in its chest.
She kind of grabs, she finishes her dance, hands low to the ground. She says, "Get it, Duran!" That's it.
All right, King, you're up next.
Seeing that it's locked in place and knowing that it has nowhere to go, I'm going to take a few menacing steps closer towards it as I hold my hands forth and I say to it in a growl under my breath, "Burn in my presence, turn to ash in this king's dominion." And I'm going to immolate it, and since it is stuck, it would have to make a dexterity saving throw. Automatically fails, and it is wreathed in magical flames that burn it continuously and cannot be extinguished by non-magical means. So now, even if he escapes those bounds and goes under the water, it will still wreathe him, dealing damage until he saves against it or is turned to ash.
Oof, 23 points of damage, halved to 11 due to its demonic defense.
I will then spiral with a bonus action and a few flicks of my wrist, my ethereal chastiful into it as well.
What level is an Immolate?
Immolate is a 5th level spell.
Got it. Write these down.
Do I get advantage on my attack because
Yes,
it
you
is restrained? Well, it should do that automatically.
Yes, and there it goes.
Okay. So that would be a 19 to hit. So that does 18 points of force damage.
Ouch. So you go ahead, casting your immolation, burning the creature as it wreathes in pain. Then, using that, in that same action, your fingers move around in those motions as summoning the new Chastiful off as it goes and it strikes the spectral Chastiful off as it goes and it strikes the creature, doing 18 points of damage. Anything else you wish to do?
I will, now that I'm a little bit closer to Minako, I will just sort of maintain my fluid waltz, and the shimmering mist from me and Duran will refresh, and everyone within 20 of both of us will be will get the regeneration from the dance,
Right.
and then I'll end my turn.
All right. So, Ko-ben. I put him in the combat tracker.
Yeah, Ko-ben, get him!
All right, so Ko-ben gets up. He looks on over, and he goes, and he stands up, pulls out his axe. As he pulls out his axe from his back, it goes swing, wing, wing, as it begins to glow and shimmer. And he grabs it, and he runs on over. Die, you beast! Die for the pain you've caused me and my allies! And he's gonna run across to the water. He's gonna get over here, and he's gonna make an attack at advantage. He gets plus that. He is strong.
What is he, like a wizard fighter?
You don't know exactly what he is, but it looks like he's some type of melee battle mage. Alright, he rolled a 20, which hits. He does 15 points of damage. In his next attack, he will do the same, and he gets advantage. That's a 19, which hits, doing another 10 points of damage. So 25 points of damage in total. He gets bonus action, Firebolt. Disadvantage because he just ran up into the guy's face. But at advantage because he's handled, so normal attack. 19. Oh my my god, I'm done rolling for these people. Killing my own characters. Doing 6 points of damage. Okay. Die, you beast! You will rue the day you face Ko-ben and his allies, he says and as he does so, he flexes. His clothes actually rip, revealing his old but extremely muscular body as he continues, going into a more of a barbaric-like rage. Duran.
They're just gonna rush over and... How tall is Ko-ben?
Ko-ben's like 4 feet.
And it'd be too disrespectful to jump over him. Duran is gonna run and press the advantage that Ko-ben made when he starts swinging, and he's just gonna come in, like in the shadow of his flexing form, come from underneath where Ko-ben is, to start a flurry of strikes into this demonic creature.
You have advantage on all of them. Okay, so you just do an attack after attack as they all hit one by one, blasting and chopping and obliterating this beast as it takes its hits, trapped by Monaco's stone dancing vagary, Diamond's crush. It is now the beast's turn. It will just choose to move out, taking the 2d4 piercing damage. Do you have that on your sheet already, Monaco, or do I need to roll it?
I do. I will just roll that.
Okay.
10 damage.
10 damage. All right. I'm going to need Ko-ben, Cal, and Duran to roll strength saving throws.
Make sure you add 4.
Make sure you add 4 to that.
Duran will expend his second lucky die of the day after having rolled a 6.
All right. So, everyone but Cal passes. So, the creature, it pulls forth the putrid water that's within around it, reels its heads back, and just shoots off a spray of water spouts that grabs everyone who's within a 10-foot radius of it. But luckily, Duran, you were able to break free. Ko-ben was also able to break free. Cal, you were not. And as it does, it grabs you, Cal, and it's going to, with the grab you, dive with you into the water. Ko-ben will make a opportunity attack against it. Yeah. So it has 80 feet of movement. So it is, and it's a large creature, so it can pull you. Ko-ben missed, unfortunately. He rolled an 18.
Ooh.
So he's gonna die with Cal. Cal, you can see it obviously as you get pulled underneath. You can see where it is. It's obscured vision, so you can't really see it, but you know exactly where it is. But it moves its full 80 feet of movement down as it touches the bottom of the water, and is going to go ahead and make its 3 attacks against you, Cal.
Let's do it.
But at this point, you are grappled. But it cannot, it gets 2 actions because it cannot, since you're grappled with his water spout, it can't use his mouth, so it only will claw at you, but you are grappled. Or restrained, you are restrained. Alright, first attack.
It was nice knowing you. It did 8 points of damage to me.
27,
That hits.
doing 21 points of damage. Second attack.
Can I see Cal?
You cannot see underneath this water. It is murky and nasty. Oh, and I'll also need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw because you're once again poisoned within the water. Second one misses. How did I roll a 1 and a 4 at advantage? 24, so you saved. So you were immune for 24 hours from the poison of this water.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh, I had advantage on that too, but
Since you were hit by the pull, you do take acid damage. So, the creature goes ahead, pulling Cal as the other 2 combatants are able to break free from its spout. Cal, you're dragged 80 feet underneath the water. You are down at the water, the bottom, where you can even feel yourself being dragged onto the ground of the water. And the creature goes ahead and claws at you, and the poison, the acidic damage from its spout touches you. But you are able to hold against the poison. And it is now your turn, or Horatio's turn.
Sorry, at the end of its turn, can it make a dexterity saving throw? DC 18.
And it rolled an 18. First one was a 16, second was an 18.
Done.
Oh, it's over?
The immolation ends.
Oh, okay. So as the flames that was wreathing around it goes off, as it shakes it off, it extinguishes with Cal within its midst. And it's your turn, Cal, or Horatio's turn.
I don't have a way to see Cal, right? There's nothing. If you have any way to like grant me some light so that I can see you in there,
It's not
I
even
do.
the light. It's the fact that it's murky, dirty water. Like it's completely poisoned, disgusting, polluted water.
Wait a minute. Disgusting, polluted water.
I do not have a way to like. In order to get you out of there, I would have to be able to see you.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
I guess I attempt to get out of the grapple.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a strength saving throw. It's not contested, to see if you can become unrestrained.
It was almost a 12, but then it was
Almost.
a 2.
And that's applying your extra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. That's a
Unfortunately,
10.
you are still restrained underneath this water, 80 feet
Okay.
below the water.
Does that take up my whole action trying to get out of the grapple?
Excuse me. Yes.
Okay. If that's the case, I would like to. Can I still holster my rifles or my revolvers?
Yes. You can still drop them in there. They're right next to you. You're able to, because you can still attack. It'd just be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I don't think I would be able to fire a rifle underwater or fire a gun.
It's magic, so I would say
Okay.
I'll allow it. It's magic. It's paladin magic.
Okay.
It's also not like wrapped around your hands. It's just grappled to your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
like
your hands could
I
be
imagine
free.
it like
and
on
you
my
could be like-
torso. Okay, then. But yeah, I already used my action, so I can't really attack anyways. That's no fun.
I would say you have to use your magical pistols, though. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely. Because I can't really use my vagary at this point either, because
you can't dance.
well, I'm being grappled, so I can't be dancing. Yeah.
Did I see, like, did I see them go? I just saw them get like pulled back, right? So I have no way of knowing exactly or in which location, general area he would be in.
Correct. You have no idea.
And I don't want to shoot a lightning bolt in there because then I'd be hitting. Oh wait, okay, that was meta knowledge. Did I notice that he didn't get hurt by the lightning?
I would say no, because you were not looking.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think that's gonna.
Puts it. Yeah, Horatio is like, oh, I can't lightning bolt in there. Damn it. And he's gonna fly down 50 feet, so that would put him at 20 feet above the waters. Now that I'm closer, do I see? Can I at least see like his shadow or anything?
No, it's 100% obscured.
100% obscure.
You can go into the water.
Well, I only have 10 feet of movement left.
I'm going to holster my pistols and grab a grappling hook, and that'll be like what I do for the turn.
Okay.
And yeah.
I am going to blindly throw. Actually, no, I can't. The only shit I can throw blindly is disintegrate and lightning bolt, and I'm not wasting a fucking disintegrate. So I will prepare a lightning bolt for when I can see the creature again to use my reaction. So I've expended the 3rd level spell slot.
All right. So, Cal, you go ahead and holster your guns as the creature's grappling around your torso. You pull out your grappling gun and try to go ahead and aim it to where you need to go, where you want to place it, as the creature still leans down onto you. Horatio, you fly down, just waiting, searching for some way to save your ally, and unable to reach him fast enough as he's underneath the water. Up next is Manako.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, if I may add, I would fly the last 10 feet back up so that I'm 30 feet off of the water.
Certainly. All right. Manako, you're up next.
Manako will hover over the river, kind of scanning it, trying to find where Cal and the creature went, just sort of allowing energy to crackle on her hands as she prepares another Eldritch Blast for when, if he does show up. Is there to reaction she'll blast Eldritch Blast, but she just sort of hovers. It's just, I can't see them! I can't see where he went!
So where you move yourself where you want to go?
Yeah, I'll just hover her over. Just like 30 feet in the air and then kind of over the river. So I'll just near to where Horatio is. She yells at Horatio like, "I can't see him. Do you see him?"
I cannot. I'm waiting until he comes up.
All right. So you go over holding your Eldritch Blast, waiting to see when they can appear. Up next, it's King.
Okay, seeing that this inky darkness is clouding our vision and preventing the group from aiding Cal and seeing this monster, I'm going to slowly walk towards the shoreline and continuing my aquatic waltz, step onto the water, another feature of my dance. And as I walk ever closer towards that direction, I'm going to try and activate a feature of my mist dancing in this dire moment and try and force out like a part, like activating another piece of me is like I'm a healer, I'm a cleanser, so I'm going to try and create like a cleansing mist and sort of remove the inky bloody mess from the lake and try and uncloud the vision so at least they can attempt to try and save or attack this beast.
Okay. I would say to attempt to do this, you'll have to use 2 of your overbursts.
Okay, I will.
Well, now you don't have to overburst. You just use your soul burst.
I used 1 before, so now that would take me to 3 and not actually overburst.
Correct. But
Okay,
but you need. Yeah, that's fine. Use 1. All right. So go ahead and roll me a wisdom's check.
Please.
A wisdom check?
Mm-hmm.
Not a charisma check? Not nothing else?
No.
He dancing.
Vagaries are always wisdom. Wisdom.
Okay. Even though it's a 15, I will still add my favored by the gods and add 2d4 to that, bringing me to 19.
19. As you start to walk and continue the dance, trying to unlock another part of your vagary, a mist does come around you, and as the water around within a 30-foot radius of you begins to clear up, begins to be cleansed around you as the black, dark brown waters begin to turn a crystal clear within the 30-foot radius around you. And you notice as you move around you, the waters become murky once again, knowing that it's something that's revolving around you. As you look at Duran, around him as well, in a 30-foot radius, stretches out the same type of cleansing waters.
5, 10, 15, and then I had to use the rest of it to keep up my vagary, so I think I've moved as far as I can. So we might just be starting to see Cal, but...
You see something, a shape of something, you're not sure what, but it might be Cal.
I'll be like, I think he's over there! And as a bonus, I'll flick my wrist and move Ethereal Chasuble closer for an attack if it appears. And end my turn.
All right, so King, jumping on there, reaching out for your vagary, able to summon an ability that you were unaware you were able to do, a cleansing ability, as it begins to cleanse the water around you, combining your divine healing abilities with your mist dancing. From Duran, as your Stellus combination begins to unfurl, he too seems to be able to have this ability as well. Not exactly mist dancing, but more of just an extension of your own power. But you still can't see, unfortunately, as only 30-foot radius and Cal is 80 feet down. Okay. Ko-ben he kind of looks and says, someone, if you can, I don't have anything that can reach him down there. I'm more of a hands-on type of wizard. But I will, and he goes and once again snaps his hands and moves them around, touching his boots. He will stepping on the water, similar to King, walking off into the middle, waiting. When I see him, I'll get him! And he'll end his turn, because he has unable to see anything. Up next is Duran.
Duran is going to start moving over to the waters. Can he see the water becoming less cloudy as he comes near it?
Mm-hmm.
Duran's going to take a deep breath, and he's going to dive into the water to try to find Cal.
Alright, so how much movement are you going to use? When you get into the water, it is half your movement.
Does King's ability that gives him a water swim speed apply to Duran in this scenario?
No, it does not apply to you. As you go into the water and try to thrust it, you realize that you do not have his aquatic glide, his aqua glide.
30, Duran is gonna move into the water a full. Let's see. He's gonna use his full movement for this, so he's gonna go 40 feet into the water.
Okay. And that's halved, or that's with the half?
I'm sorry. He goes 45 feet into the water, and that's it with it halved. He had a total of 105 feet of movement. I guess I could go 50.
So you have 105, half it would be 50. Okay. So diving in 50 feet into the water, you push yourself down, pushing faster, even using your energy of your strength, your martial prowess to push yourself further and further, getting down to 50 feet down there. And because of the radius that King is using upon you as well, you can see 30 feet below. 30 feet below. And well, it's a little bit beyond that, because if you're just diving straight down from where you were, he's about a total about 60 feet or so feet away from you. But you do see Cal kind of off into the distance being grappled by this beast.
Duran brain chats, messages. I see Cal. That's Duran's turn, though.
All right. Up next is the water demon, who, with Cal, is going to make his.
Now, DM, this is a question that I'm asking just because of Horatio's intelligence. Would he surmise that because of the fact that he's shooting lightning bolt into water, even if it's less than 100 feet, because water conducts electricity, would it hit him anyways?
It seemed like when you shot your lightning before, it electrified the entire water, or at least the general area that you're at, that all of your allies who are in the water are also in currently.
Yeah, they're all standing in the water now, so they've... fuck it.
Like they're on the water, in the water.
Yeah, like Duran is in the water. Ko-ben and King are on the water, so that takes that move out of the picture.
So what's this demon doing?
All right, so the demon is going to go ahead and make its 3 attacks against you. It does release you from the grapple, and it will it will release you after these attacks, because then it wants to use his grapple for something else. It's not that stupid. It actually has a pretty good intelligence. Actually, it's extremely intelligent. But anyway.
We can negotiate with it.
It's a little late.
It will do these attack at advantage on you. So the first one is going to be its bite. 22.
If I'm still grappled, how's it biting me?
Oh, you're totally right. I take that back. This attack will just be its 2 claws. Okay. Thank you. So its first attack hits.
I don't have a problem with it biting me, but...
The bite does so much more damage, so you want it to claw you. 17 points of damage. Its second claw, another 20 points of damage. It will then choose to release you from its spout, but it does get to use it again. But instead of grappling you, because Duran's within 60 feet of it, it will use it on Duran. So Duran, I need you to make me a strength saving throw. My God!
Duran rolls a critical 24, but you can't crit skill saves.
Fair enough. It releases grapple for no reason, because it does not grab on the next assailant. But in doing so, it will then, seeing that you are definitely purifying this, it will try to get itself into an opportune location. Cal, you can make an opportunity attack, but it's going to swim. It's 80 feet away.
Dastard.
Is it swimming deeper down, or is it swimming?
It's already as deep as it can go, so it's swimming across.
So it's like right. Do I still see it?
Yeah, you still see it. So it's going this way. So you can make an opportunity attack.
Did it pass through a region that is visibly purified?
Kings, both of them, they don't reach that far. It's staying like on the bed of the river and just making its way across.
But we could kind of see like the shadow of it moving, right?
Yeah, I would say you can see the shadow of it moving.
We can still track it.
So DM, what I wanted to do with the grappling hook that is in my hand is try to hook into this thing's mouth.
You can try. Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack. Let me rephrase there. Go ahead and roll a d20. And I'll say, because you're a fighter, and even though it's not a weapon, you're pretty proficient with it. So just roll actually a normal range attack.
Okay.
Which would be proficiency bonus, dexterity, d20.
Yeah. Dex plus proficiency, right?
Yes. This monster's looking really hurt, by the way. So.
That's good. That is good.
7 plus 8 would not hit. Its AC is 9.
What if I used my my paladin thing? my channel
Guided
divinity.
strike.
Guided strike. Yes, thank you, Minako.
And that gives you advantage, correct?
It gives me +10.
Oh, +10. Oh, yes, that would hit then.
Okay, so then what I would like to do is hook onto this thing, and in the brain chat, I'm going to say, Duran, this one's for you. To catch a big fish, you need a big hook. And as I hook onto this thing, I'm going to yank back as hard as I can, ripping into this creature, unleashing a divine smite with whatever damage there might be.
Well, you can't release a Divine Smite because it's a range attack. This is not your magical weapons. The only reason why you can use it with a range attack before is because you had your
It's because of the
pistols.
magic pistol? Okay.
But you do grapple onto it, though. So if you want to try to pull it back, or else it's going to pull you, because it's a very strong creature, you got to roll me a contested grapple check. So an athletics, or not, if you don't want to.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Um,
So it will roll its own athletics versus your athletics.
Oh, Cal's a madman.
It
The
rolled a
absolute
23.
Madman. Oh,
it's just a 19. That's fine. I'll ride the wave.
So it goes over here, and the water's shallower, so it's about 50 feet into the water now at this point. But Cal, you get pulled right on with it. I don't know actually how long your grappling hook goes.
It says with rope, so I don't know if I have like 50 feet of rope or.
I would say it's 50 feet, 'cause that's the normal. So you're about 50 feet away from it. As Cal, you're dragged with. Now you can clearly see Cal. The rest of the waters, he's back into the murky waters, but you see Cal clearly as he's being dragged by this water creature onto the other side.
I've got it on the line.
Up next is Cal.
And Horatio. So
And Horatio.
I lose my lightning bolt because it's my turn again. However, I would go 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, I would go right here and drop down 5 feet and move 55 feet closer to him. So how far away from me is he right now?
So he is technically about 70, 50, and then where are you? How far are you above the water?
I am 25 feet above the water.
Okay, so he's over 80 feet away from you at this point.
Could I drop down then? If I drop down,
And it's also murky waters, letting you know, so he's not visible.
Could
true.
we deduce that he's the source?
Yeah. He's
Oh, yeah.
Being,
You can totally deduce that he's the source of this.
Okay.
he's being. I can see the hook though, the line that Cal has on him.
Yep, I will say you can. And with your keen mind, you're easily able to kind of deduce the location and the trajectory you need. So if you want to make attack, it will just be at disadvantage.
I'm actually looking to do something else.
Or you can lightning bolt it.
No, because that's still gonna do the water combo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So instead of dropping 5 feet, I want to drop. I want to drop just right, like 5 feet above the water. So that would put me right here. Right here? No, right here. I say, I say in brain chat, I'm sorry, everyone, and I'm just gonna lightning bolt them
All right.
because I don't want to roll at disadvantage.
We're quite far away. I don't know if it's gonna hurt us.
I don't know. Let's
You're in-
find out.
You're also in the water though, so I don't know.
I'm dancing on top of it. I'm magically purifying it, and pure water doesn't conduct electricity, just so you know.
So,
It's absolutely true.
That is true.
so he takes half damage because he succeeded.
All right. And it'll be half of that because of his resistance. So he truly
Yeah.
takes 10 points.
10. That was an amazing roll. Succeeded. He only took 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage as you try to strike him. The lightning courses across. As it gets towards Cal and the rest of the Liberators on the water, it fizzles out as the purified water does not conduct electricity. Well, actually, Cal, you're not in the purified water, so it does go to Cal, but it wraps around him once again, not doing any damage.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
All right. While I have this thing hooked, I'm going to wrap my arm around the rope, bracing myself with the tension, steadying my shot as I pull one of my magic revolvers out and unleash around.
So go ahead and roll your attack, but it will be at disadvantage. Because you can see where he is or aim at him, but you can't quite get a lock on it.
Okay.
And it hits anyway. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I will unleash a 3rd level smite with that as well.
All right, win them natural ones now.
So this is the pistol damage with, gotta get that smite. 1, 2, 3.
23. Ouch.
And without missing a beat, I'll fire off another round
Okay.
at disadvantage. An 18 hits.
Just hits.
Unleashing a 2nd level smite with this hit. I'm not playing around anymore. This thing has been hitting my friends.
24 points of damage. Damn.
And I will use that last bonus to fire off one last round at disadvantage.
How many bullets do you have left? Or say you keep track of your bullets?
I am keeping track.
Okay.
I would actually not be able to attack with that one, but I would. Damn. I will end my turn.
Okay, up next is going to be no, you did one already. Manako.
Monako begins to prepare a spell, a large amount of crackling energy forming between her hands as she gets another synaptic static ready. She shouts, "Where is it?" Looking down at where Horatio was, now in the water, I guess. And she'll let King find out where it is, I guess.
Oh yeah, because y'all go at the same time too. Horatio would have yelled, "Follow the rope!"
Can Monako discern where it is? Or does she have to wait for King to swim close to it?
You can. How high are you again?
I mean, I was planning to get closer to it, so I would
Yeah, we can wait.
cleanse the water and hopefully make it clearer for her anyway. If
Okay.
you want me to go first. Since
Yeah,
we both
she'll-
rolled
she'll-
12.
Yeah, we both rolled 12, so we'll just, she kind of like sees that.
I see her up in the sky and I'll nod and then I'll start running in that direction, dancing and gliding across the water. And as I do, I'm going to say, the forests and the lands and the rivers are part of my domain. And I'm going to shout in Elvian, I call upon the guardians of the lakes. And normally unicorns would appear as my spiritual guardians form around me. But this time it's dolphins. And
Are you keeping your vagary up? I'm assuming.
Yeah, as I run it. Well, is the vagary? I didn't know the vagary is concentration.
No, it's just like you have to dance and move.
Yeah, so I get 60 feet, so that would still be able to keep it up and then go.
Oh, you're in the water and you're like.
Yeah, I'm also in the water already.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I was going to dance and say this while I have air to breathe, and then dive under the water towards it and just get within. I'm assuming I can get within 15 feet of it and have my spiritual guardian.
So you have 60
hit
movement minus the 25 to keep up your vagary. And then if you dive down, 60, 50, 40, so it gives you 35. And the creature is 60 feet, so you would actually be 25 away from it.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it? So then...
But you can clearly see it, though.
Clearly see it. I'm going to not cheat and use a 4th level bonus action spell, so I will end my turn.
Okay, so the spiritual guardians of the dolphins of the water appear around it, seemingly purifying the water as you go ahead, your vagary cleansing the air as you push one after another, pushing against this with your aquatic glide.
And as he gets within range, and the area becomes clear to see, Monako pulls apart the crackling ball of energy that she had between her hands. And as she does so, a similar crackling ball of synaptic static will appear in the water, close to the creature, but not so close as to blow up her friend.
All right, go ahead and roll that save for the creature. It saves with a natural 20, 24.
Well, it takes half of this.
Takes 15,
Half of 31.
15 points of damage on the creature as it's struck with its mind attack. It reels back and forth from pain. It is looking really, really bad. All right, anything else you wish to do, Monako?
No, she kind of hovers around.
How far are you? Where are you? How far are you again from the?
She's, let's say, 20 feet above the river at this point, and just sort of, keeping an eye on things.
Got it. All right. Up next is Ko-ben, who will run over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, kind of over this rock bend here. And he will, since he can see the creature at this point, fire a bolt at it. Motherfucker. Natural 20, doing 18 points of damage. Ha! Take that, you beast! He shouts out. Alright, and he ends his turn there. Up next, top of the round, is Duran.
Since Duran's underwater, he's gonna use all of his movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. He's gonna move 50 feet to position himself between King and the demon.
Alright, so you dash across, swimming as fast as you can, putting yourself right between the demon and King, right inside, close to the clutches of the beast. Anything else you wish to do?
Duran simply nods to King and mind chats him. I feel your magic around me, and I know I am safe.
Together we will fell this beast
And restore peace to this land.
and cleanse these waters.
Alright, up next is the demon. It would actually shoot itself up, so it's face to face now with Duran and that area. Open up its mouth as it sucks in the water around it, pulling it all in. And as it goes into it, the water, even though they're purified on the outside, they become murky as they get close enough towards him. As he pulls back his head, he releases the water. The temperature in the water begins to get frigid and cold, and you all start to feel the cold around you who are inside the water. It then looks up, and in a 60-foot cone from it will release a blast of cold shooting out all of you. I'm going to need, let's see who's in.
Did it get within 15 feet of me?
No, it didn't move. It just turned around.
Okay. What did you say you need? Charisma checks?
Oh, Constitution saving throws.
I rolled a 19. I would like to use my Blessing of the Orabu to add a d8.
Okay.
And that adds 7 to it, bringing it to a 26.
Oh, Manaka has to roll as well?
Yes. So, Horatio,
Oh, no.
you succeeded, and Duran succeeded. Everyone but Monako succeeded. So you all take half damage, except for Monako.
Who might take, if it's cold damage, will take half damage because of her legacy.
It is cold damage. Do you take half cold damage, Monako?
Oh, she does, because, being a Warlock of the Fiend has its advantages.
Okay. Good for all of you.
Come on, baby.
So
chunk
you
through
all,
this.
but it is a very powerful spell. So you all take. That would have been so nice. 25 points of damage.
When the cold spell goes to hit Horatio, his arcane ward gets in front of him and kind of expands and just absorbs all of that cold, and he takes no damage.
I fall unconscious.
Okay, you do. And underwater, you let go of the rope, Cal, and you fall unconscious, floating down. Well, I guess you
Do I
would float
float
up.
up?
I guess you would float up. Floating up, unconscious.
All your guns were holstered, right?
One of them was not.
Which one? The magic one or the regular one?
A magic one.
Ooh, so you gotta go back down for that bit.
Yeah, you fall down. You can't grip onto your magic pistol.
Yeah, I'm not conscious. Yeah,
All right.
but I am on the surface. If anybody has, if anybody else here has,
Oh, I didn't roll for Ko-ben. Hold on. He passed.
Oh, he saves. Obviously, he's Ko-ben.
But Ko-ben
he's already
taking a ton of damage. So Ko-ben gets knocked out. He just and falls to the ground.
Damn it, Ko-ben.
And he also falls to the ground. Well, in the water. His water walk disappears, and he is also floating unconscious. He still gets to take his normal attacks. He's going to just attack Duran. So the first attack against Duran.
He's still not within 15 of me?
No, because he
Nope.
didn't move. He just turned around.
Damn it.
Do you have to roll a concentration? Oh shit, I have to. Oh wait, no, I didn't take any damage.
I already did.
Oh, that's what that was. I was like, what is that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I already did.
Okay.
I needed a 12.
24.
It connects.
Alright, doing 20 points of damage. He will then go and do his next. That was his bite as he bites down onto you. Now he will take out his claws and begin to scratch at you, Duran, for 26, which hits, doing an additional 17 points of damage. And then with the third attack, he will use the other claw and bring it upon you once again, doing, well, first attacking with an 11, which misses. He will then, if he swings away, you'll get an opportunity attack against him. But that's a risk he's willing to take. He's going to swim away, going onto the shore. So using 50 plus the 30 rest of his movement to go onto the shore here. You can roll an attack, though. So if you can do anything with your attacks, I'll stop him from moving.
Awesome. Duran is going to hit him. Is the attempt to make an attack of opportunity.
That's a miss as you swing at him, unfortunately. And actually, because Firethorn, technically you're underwater, and since it's not a trident or a water weapon, it will be a disadvantage anyway. Forgot to mention that. But so nonetheless, you swing at him and it misses, and he continues to go onto the shore, making it there. He's now out of the water and not submerged. The water completely clearing around the area and not becoming re-murky as King and Duran purify the waters. He hisses at you and ends his turn. So, up next is Cal. Roll me a death saving throw.
Yay, Kyle.
I rolled a 14.
All right, that's a success.
Calibor tips the scales in your favor.
So Horatio would fly first 15 to get. Right now, I'm within 20 feet of him, and then he would fly up another 20 to be 25 feet off the air. And looking at this, does it look like it's on it, like it's trying to flee? Is it on its last leg?
I mean, it's on its last legs, and it did try to run away.
Okay, so looking at it, Horatio would yell, "It's time you die, beast." You guys see him grab some dust and kind of let it off in the air, and that dust goes to each of his fingertips on his right hand, and they start glowing green, and then they all start pointing towards the middle as he releases it forward. This little green beam shoots towards this demon as I cast Disintegrate.
Okay. Roll its saving attack. Or roll your effect.
It succeeds, so it would only take half damage.
Can I see it?
Yes, you can see it.
I'm going to use my reaction to intercede and use 2 sorcery points and hopefully reduce its success by
3.
enough. And I did!
Oh, so it takes full damage.
I see him casting his spell and seeing the beast start to like squirm and writhe out of the way. And I look towards the ground, seeing it's on the grass, and will it to sort of grow and sort of hold it in place a little, ensuring that the beam gets a full connection.
All right, and the beam hits. Roll that damage.
Takes 75
points of damage. Oh.
Still alive.
Manako, you're up next.
That's enough of you! Minako will raise her hands above her head and summon a fireball and throw it at that guy.
I will say combined with Horatio and Manako, both of you, in tangent, describe your killing blows.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, you see this green beam just pierce the chest right through the heart as Minako.
As a ball of light heads towards that hole in its heart and pops into a large explosion right in its center.
All right, in doing so, in the center where Horatio had left it, the fire goes in there, expanding, exploding the beast. As it looks up at you, it locks eyes at its foes for one last time before it explodes into pieces as its blood and ichor falls to the ground, sizzling, dropping onto the floor as it dissipates, going back into the abyss where it came from. And the monster has been successfully defeated.
Seeing that the creature like literally exploded into pieces, I was about to release a very high level spell to aid our allies, but seeing that we're not in such dire straits. Instead, I'll pull back and hold in that energy, realizing what it's worth. And instead, I'll grab Chasterfold and cure wounds at a distance using my meta magic, a level 3 on Cal, so that way he's at least brought back to life. And you feel this like lily sort of appears above your head, lifting your head up, and you feel like some health pushed into you.
Okay, so Cal, you are brought back to consciousness moments before seeing. It's almost you saw the scales start to dip into the other side until they rebalance itself as you're healed for 24 points by King. Floating in this, as you look down, your first thing you see since you're face down is the shimmering of your gun 80 feet below in this clear, beautiful water. As the instant this creature was destroyed, the entire water starts to flow and become beautiful, become pristine and shimmering. As it's water that comes from the sapphire shore, it gets back its blue glittering glow.
And is this beast like disappearing into sludge, or
it went back to the abyss.
Okay,
So all its pieces are gone.
all right.
As if it wouldn't have from the disintegration and explosion.
First thing I'm going to do is go down and pick up my revolver for sure.
As I have a natural and easy time swimming in the water, I'll assist with anyone and any of these activities, while also maintaining my healing and regenerative aura on myself and the Steel Eye. So that way my allies and I can slowly recover from this experience.
All right.
Horatio flies down to the ground and looks at Minako, waiting for her to fly down as well before he drops concentration.
Yeah, she'll land and say thank you, Horatio. It was exhilarating.
It was fun, wasn't it? Nice job, by the way, that fireball.
Oh, nice job with that green death ray.
Oh yeah, I've been dying to use it.
Ko-ben looks on over to you guys. Well, splendid! I thought we were gone there. And he gets up, kind of stepping on some rocks and making his way over to the shore, drying himself off, squeezing his clothing. Actually, no, he just precipitates himself dry, and he does it to anyone else who's in the area to get them clear. It's like, here we go, here you go. Oh, that was amazing. I thought I was a goner. I thought Mr. Cal here was a goner, but
we didn't get to Electrum status by just dying.
Praise the Prolephacy for their watching over us.
Praise the Prolephacy, indeed. Seems I've underestimated the power of the old gods.
Kalemvor guides me to put faith in my friends. They won't let you down.
And you are a worshipper of an old god as well? I mean, forgive me, Trias, for what I'm about to say, but maybe we put our trust in the wrong deities. I jest, he says, kissing up his finger up to the heavens.
Oh, if you only knew.
Yeah.
Keep your mind open is all we're saying. And as I continue to sway and dance and stay limber, like this silvery, glittery river mist,
I say to Ko-ben, I'm like, you know that battle mage is pretty impressive. I've never heard of it.
Oh, well, I've trained with magic when I was a child, but I've learned that if I can use my energy in weapons as a conduit, I can use these strong muscles, he flexes, because he's shirtless at this point, to crush my foes. I like to be nice down and dirty when I attack demons, feel them quiver beneath my axe and sword, which I didn't even get to use, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one day you'll see how I really can move with a blade in my hand.
And if I may ask, what school did you attend to learn your magic?
Oh, I was taught by the most esteemed and powerful wizards from the Corporis Arcana.
Oh, that's cool. That's what are... Do they...
King just bursts out laughing.
What's so funny, King?
Nothing.
So what teachers were these?
Well, my teachers are, unfortunately, reached the height of their mortality and are no longer with us. But I was trained by the great Egris and his sister Lauden.
Egris and Lauden. Do I know those names?
Roll me a history check at advantage.
It's late, right?
Oh yes, for you guys it's quite late. You're definitely
Hey.
pushing being tired.
So, I know we just had a battle, but should we have dinner? And Minako's already pulling out her cooking set.
Yes, a meal would be great. And we should also, if you have the time, maybe after we eat and rest, the Gold Grass Ranch is not too far from here. We can let them know. Let them know that they're free to go back to their waters and fish, be merry and use it as I mean, your names are so vast. Is there anything I can call your group?
The Liberators.
Oh, what a fitting name. The Liberators, indeed. Let them know that the Liberators and Ko-ben has saved them.
And I rolled a 23 on that history check, DM.
You read them in books. You read them as very powerful mages. Now, you didn't... Because he's not going to say he's a newer mage, but definitely wasn't in any of the books you read Judean as the Archmage. These are Archmages from many a year ago. Now, you don't know exactly how time works here, but according to your books, they definitely were Archmages of the Corpus Arcana about 150 years ago. From 150 years from your time in the Broken Lands.
Okay. I'm like, oh man, those are some great archmages.
Oh, you know of Egris?
I've read here and there. I was a Corporus member.
Was? And he goes and lifts. Well, actually, you can clearly see it at this point now as he mentioned it. On his no. He lifts up his left leg and now lifts up the pant, and you can see his calf. His calves are huge. He definitely does not skip leg day. Looking at his calf, you do see encompassing the entire huge calf is a large tattoo of the Corporus symbol. Still not as big as yours, but pretty large, signifying his strength.
Oh, nice. That is a pretty sizable tattoo there.
You should show him yours.
Yes, I showed you mine to show me yours.
Yeah, show him.
King, why are you?
Do you think those guys, maybe they'd have some local ingredients? We should get going.
They might be able to provide lodgings for the evening too, since we've cleared such a terrible monster. It would be nice to sleep in a bed instead of a hut. Not that I'm complaining, I do love the safety of the hut.
And the soft feel of grass on your toes.
I agree. We should maybe get going. Just a quick look, I guess, and I begin to lift my shirt and show my back tattoo.
How much of your shirt do you show?
I mean, I would kind of lift it from behind me and just lift it up to my neck to show that it's the entire back, and then immediately let it go before he gets time to study it or anything.
Okay. With his keen mind, he kind of looks at it and goes, "That's fantastic. I've never seen such an array before. The swirls, the sharp lines, the design, it's beautiful. Yeah. You are indeed a powerful... No, your lineage... What did you say your name again was?
Well, I'm Horatio Kane, but Kane is from my father's side. My mother was the daughter of a Dularian.
His mouth drops. Your mother was the daughter of a Dularian. It wouldn't be Gerard Dularian, would it?
Yeah, that's him.
My word. You are royalty in the Corpus Arcana. I am so sorry, Horatio Dularian. I am sorry that I only could give you 1,000 gold. No, this debt will not be repaid. I will make sure that what you have done it's well paid in full.
I would be more than happy to just have a friend.
Well, you have a friend in me.
Great. And consider your debt paid. Except for the extra 500, obviously.
Oh, of course. And he goes to his pocket and throws you 500 more gold.
Oh, all right. And he would grab 100 out and then pass it around for everyone else.
Horatio, you
Uh,
seemed so shy about that before.
Well, I mean, I've decided to own it.
You should. You're Dularian. Dularian in my midst, he says. And he walks around you, just back and forth.
Yeah. So, do you want to lead the way, maybe?
Certainly. So did you not want to rest here and eat and just head straight there? It's about an hour or two travel.
Well, what do we want to do, guys?
Or two on foot or on...
On foot,
Unicorn.
with your unicorns. I'm sure we'll get there within a half an hour, if even sooner than that.
So, do you think that they would be able to provide lodgings for the evening, or no?
Of course. I mean, I've spoken to them before, and then told them about my failure, but now I get to tell them that we succeeded, and I'm sure they'll let us in with open arms and even give us a reward. Totally can go to you, though, if they do.
So then, let's take a quick break here, and then, unicorn on over, and, rest for the night.
Excellent! And he goes and pulls out the chalice once again, speaking the word and activating the dew. And he goes, well, thank you. Thank you so much, Liberators. You truly saved the day. And as you guys all sit around and take your rest from defeating this foe, we will end tonight's session.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
I actually don't have a thing.
That sounded so bad, but I really am so excited. That was a good session.
I know. Yeah, no, I'm just super tired.
Yeah.
I've been spending the whole time super anxious with these alerts going off on my phone.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but we got through it. I thank you, DM, for letting me be part of Monaco's killing blow.
You were 2 HP away, and I was like, "Ooh!"
I know. You did all the work. She was just like, this spell will do at least 2 no matter what, so.
So thank you everyone for listening. Thank you to the amazing cast for playing tonight from the first chapter to the last page. We love you all. Be kind to one another, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye now.